Hey guys, just getting ready for bed at 3:30 in the morning, like you do. Decided I'd make a little video talking about Filthy Frank clones, alright? So yeah, I'm gonna talk a little bit about their history and then why they popped up, I think. Now for those of you guys saying, but where's the Filthy Frank content? Neo Filthy Frank, make Filthy Frank content. Don't worry, alright? I'm not just idling about, alright? That stuff is happening, it's being worked on. In fact, yesterday, the first ever Lycra in public videos were shot. Alright, so very exciting stuff. And yeah, that stuff's coming, alright? But you guys just gotta hold off a little bit, alright? It's gonna be a little while. Alright, so yeah, Filthy Frank clones. Alright, well, where does it begin? Well, it begins with the end of the Filthy Frank show. Alright, the Filthy Frank show had its last video September of 2017, and it was officially announced as being over in late December 2017. And the first clones started appearing around 2018, early into 2017 even, I think, with, in the case of Gonzi, who I'd consider probably the first. There were other people too, like Elias is here, active around 2018, but not really what you'd consider a Filthy Frank clone proper. Lotus started uploading in November of 2018. But in terms of popularity, public attention, this whole thing really took off when TV Filthy Frank 2 uploaded his first video in early 2019, and even though other proper Frank clones like Real Papa Franku and me, alright, had begun earlier, that's when everything took off in terms of attention. And yeah, everyone had their little day in the sun, but by the summer it seemed like most of the channels were winding down, and certainly the attention they received was winding down as well. And nowadays the same holds true mostly. Most channels have been winding down a bit, but nevertheless we must continue in this business. So yeah, that's a brief history as best I could do. But yeah, now why did these clones appear? There's 4 reasons basically. Number 1, okay, the Filthy Frank show actually had to end, alright? I don't think there would have been any clones, and certainly not this level of attention surrounding them, had the Filthy Frank show never ended, alright? There had to be a void to fill. And in line with that, the Filthy Frank content was not like, some gaming channel or like iDubbbz, alright? This wasn't like a stylistic thing. This was something that had a specific story to it. This was probably the most unique content that was being made on YouTube. So that contributed to it as well. What's the third reason? The third reason is that the lore was left unfinished, alright? So the story sort of just randomly ended. You could argue that it's sort of a proper ending, but I don't think so. I think it's sort of, we were all expecting like a bigger fight, oh, is Filthy Frank gonna kill Chinchin, and then just, boom, nothing. So I think that incentivized people to come up with their own continuations. Alright, and the fourth reason, and probably the most important reason, is the fact that the Filthy Frank show, for most of its lifespan, was pretty low budget stuff, alright? You don't really need a lot to be a Filthy Frank clone in terms of money. Alright, others, TV Filthy Frank 2 has this big production values and all that, but really all you technically need to make Filthy Frank style content is, something to record videos with, a Filthy Frank shirt, and some Lycra suits. So yeah, for these reasons, I think is why it took off the way it did. It's Franksploitation, as I like to call it, the whole business of Filthy Frank clones. So it's all very exciting, I think, very interesting, and like I said, we must press on, and we'll see where we end up. See you guys.